What is up, YouTube? Chase Oliver 68 here, back with another video for you guys. Now, if you guys did not know, you guys are just subscribed to me. You guys just recently subscribed to me. I am, I went to SummerSlam, so that's why my voice is kind of raspy, kind of like low. So I apologize for that in advance. If you guys did not know, yes, I finally got my CM Punk shirt that I ordered on WWE Shop. I didn't want to buy it at SummerSlam. What's the point of buying it if I was going to get it the next day? Kind of stupid to have two of the same shirts in my opinion. But yes, I got my CM Punk shirt. Before I start this video, I just kind of want to show off what I got at SummerSlam. I'm at Fan Access. I got this right here, the official SummerSlam tee for the show, the official program tee. Got that for SummerSlam. I got my championship belt signed, my Target belt. Over here, we got on this side, we got Brodus Clay, Ezekiel, Jackson, and Tamina. Gave it to Ezekiel and Jackson and Tamina upside down, so that's why their signatures are upside down. And on the end right here, I got Tyler Rex. I'm hoping to get more signatures in the near future. That was a very fun event. If you guys ever want to go Fan Access to it. And I also got, because I bought VIP tickets, autographed Rey Mysterio magazine. This magazine came out literally probably a month after Eddie Guerrero's death. I believe it came out in November. Yes, it came out in November of 2005, so a month after Eddie Guerrero's death. Yeah, so pretty much very good magazine. If you guys can try to find that somewhere, it's an interesting read. It tells more about Rey's life. Speaking of Rey Mysterio, tonight's Monday Night Raw was hosted live in San Diego, California, Rey's hometown, and Rey was going to fight for the WWE Championship against the new WWE Champion. Now, was that CM Punk or John Cena? For all those who watched SummerSlam, we found out Alberto Del Rio finally cashing his Money in the Bank, and now is the new WWE Undisputed Champion. So Raw kicked off with Triple H coming out. Triple H decided, he needed to kick off the show. Felt like, back in those old Raws in 2003, 2004, when the show was centered around Triple H. Kind of feels like that now. Triple H comes out, basically says he made a bad call because Cena Split was on the rope during SummerSlam, and that he needs to change that. He's going to talk to John about it one-on-one and say it was his mistake, and this leads to Triple H going to introduce Alberto Del Rio. He also announces that Kevin Nash will be here tonight, so Kevin Nash did speak tonight, and that'll be interesting when I get into that. So Triple H leaves. Alberto Del Rio comes out, and Del Rio was kind of playing like, oh, I'm going to be a people's champion, I'm going to go sign your little kids' autographs, I'm going to let them take pictures with me down in the lobby. And then he said he loves Rey Mysterio, trying to get the fans all wild up. And he's like, I love beating Rey Mysterio, and I'm going to beat that little chihuahua for my WWE title. So basically the opening segment just kind of promoted Alberto Del Rio as your new WWE champion and what's going to come for the main event. I don't know what that noise was. It was weird. But, yeah, so the main event is going to be Alberto Del Rio, Rey Mysterio. Next up, we got a match that I think that should have been on SummerSlam last night. I would have loved to see it last night, but it's okay. We got John Morrison versus R-Truth in a Falls Count Anywhere match. R-Truth no longer has that "The truth shall set you free" music, and I can't even do my R-Truth voice. So he doesn't even have that music anymore. It's like "The truth has set me free," and then it plays his old song, but no "What's Up," and it's just like a weird, different version. It's like a remix version of it. And so R-Truth and John Morrison, they had a pretty good match, pretty good Falls Count Anywhere match. I'm glad that the pinfall happened outside and not inside the ring. The whole point of Falls Count Anywhere matches to me is just like, if you're going to be able to pin them anywhere, why do you need to pin them in the ring? It makes more sense for them to pin outside. Now John Morrison and R-Truth are kind of tied 1-1, so maybe there will be a blow-off match of Night of Champions, maybe on Raw. Who knows? But hey, we'll have to wait and see. After that, we get CM Punk being shown walking in, and then for some whatever reason, we come back from commercial. We have The Miz come out, just say he's going to be champion and promote Subway. To me, I love The Miz on the mic, don't get me wrong. But was that necessary? Did we really need The Miz to come out and just basically say, oh, I'm going to be champion and promote Subway? That was just stupid. I didn't see the point in that whole thing at all. And it really just was like, God, I just did not like it whatsoever. I don't know if it's just me, but I wasn't a big fan of it. Next up, we got Alex Riley versus Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger and Alex Riley had an okay match, but the main story of this match was Dolph Ziggler and Vicky on commentary. their guest commentators. Dolph Ziggler and Vicky were kind of going back and forth. Ziggler said that he did not really need Vicky's help, and Vicky, the ending came when Vicky came out and, grabbed JR's cowboy hat and then put it on the Justin Keene's head. Justin Keene was the referee of this match, and Justin Keene threw it down and basically said, "Get down." And A-Right had swagger to the point where he was going to hit his finisher, and then afterwards, Vicky goes down. Swagger comes up from behind, gets that cheap attack, and tries to go for the gut wrench. It takes him a while to hit it. I think he botched trying to lift A-Right up. I don't know what that was all about, but he finally hits the gut wrench pound brawl. Basically, that was it. Jack Swagger gets a win, and Vicky was just trying to show Dolph that, like, hey, I make men win. I give victories. Without me, you're nothing. And she was trying to prove that point to Dolph, which was a pretty good segment. Then we get a Divas tag team match. The match featured the team of Kelly Kelly, the Divas champion, versus Kelly Kelly and Eve versus the Bella Twins. We've seen this before. The match was not that great. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I did not enjoy it. It was probably like the low point of Raw, in my opinion. I know I'm probably going to get hate for it just because I'm bashing the Divas division, but why would we need the Bella Twins out there? Why can't we have the Divas of Doom, as they call themselves, Beth Phoenix and Natalya involved? I would have rather seen that, but it is what it is. Kelly Kelly and Eve win, no surprise, and Beth Phoenix and Natalya come out, stare them down, and that's about it. Then we get on to the Kevin Nash segment with CM Punk. Yeah, I know I probably went out of order on this, but who cares? Kevin Nash basically comes out and says that he got a text from a friend, and he said, hey, whoever the winner is, stick him. It's just business. CM Punk comes out and, he was like, business? What do you mean business? What kind of business do you run? I get it. It's you and Triple H. You guys are in cahoots together. You guys are doing this all together. This is all of you. And this leads to Kevin Nash and CM Punk going back and forth. And it makes you think, why is Kevin Nash here? Who's this friend he's talking about? Is it Triple H? Is it someone else? Is it Stephanie? Is it Del Rio? It's just like, it makes your mind think, like, who is going to go? The segment I thought was very good. CM Punk taking shots at Kevin Nash, because people always say, oh, where's Kevin Nash? He disappears all the time when he comes back. I thought he was going to do something after a Rumble. Oh, what's Kevin Nash doing now? Oh, isn't Kevin Nash dead? And then making fun of all his old ring names and stuff like that. And Kevin Nash saying, hey, I built the stars like you. I made the only reason why wrestling is alive today is because of me and Scott Hall forming that NWO. We're the reasons why wrestling's so high. We're the reason why wrestling became so cool. And, they were just going back and forth with this. And this leads to Punk saying, hey, you know what? Why don't we just fight? They're not going to fight. And basically Punk says, I'm going to go find Triple H if you have all this security in front of me, because security was trying to prevent Punk from doing it. And Kevin Nash basically has a concerned look on his face. And I like the segment. Like I said earlier, I like the segment. I thought it was interesting. It made me think the whole time, what's going to happen? What's going to happen next? And the fact that we don't know who really called Kevin Nash is really the point with me, where it's like, damn, this is getting pretty damn interesting. I don't know about any of you guys, but I was interested. The only thing I got to say was Kevin Nash's mic work wasn't up to par. He was kind of stuttering on some parts. We were trying to make fun of CM Punk being an indie guy. Like, the fans didn't really seem into it that much when Kevin Nash spoke, but of course we're into it when CM Punk spoke. But it was a good segment. It meant something, unlike the Miz's fucking Subway promotion segment. Next up, we got Kevin Nash when we returned from commercial. Kevin Nash was basically looking for Triple H, and John Laurinaitis said, hey, he's in a meeting with Cena right now. What do you need? He's like, basically, I need to talk to Hunter about something. And he said, Kevin Nash, I'm Johnny A's Laurinaitis, VP of blah, blah, blah. Why don't you come into my office where we can talk about this privately? I probably sound like Johnny A's right now, but this leads to more interesting stuff. You're like, what do you think is going to happen next? Then we got a tag team match featuring Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston versus the tag team title champions, and just for in tribute of Michael McGillicuddy and his basically savageness of being Michael McGillicuddy. Backward hat every time I talk about Michael McGillicuddy. Because you don't think Michael McGillicuddy rocks that backwards hat? I don't know who you are. So Michael McGillicuddy comes out, and he basically is all like, oh, I'm Michael McGillicuddy being savage. Otunga comes out with the shades. You know, he's a David Otunga. And they had a pretty good match with Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne. And Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne actually got the win over here. I like this decision a lot because really, you don't know what you're going to do with Kofi right now. You don't know if you want him to be in that main event role. But the thing is, I was pissed off about was because Michael McGillicuddy got pinned. But anyway, like, you don't know if you want Kofi to be in that main event role, and you certainly don't have anything good with him to do in the mid card. Evan Bourne, really, what has he been doing? So why not make these guys into a tag team? And I don't know, win the tag team titles. Who knows? Because really, the tag team division needs all the help it gets. And with a guy like Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne, two guys that not main event level, but good mid card level superstars. Kofi's like probably could push it to the main event in the near future, but with guys like those, why not build it up to make it where, you know, the tag team means something by putting against Kofi Kingston, by putting Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne together against a team like Michael McGillicuddy. I don't know. I just think it was a good way to form those two together. Oh God! If you guys cannot tell, I got sunburn from fan access, so that's why it hurt to put on the hat. I was like, oh man, this hurts. But anyways, enough about my sunburn. And then we get on to the main event of the evening: Rey Mysterio versus Alberto Del Rio. Before that, though, I forgot one thing. There was a segment with CM Punk and Stephanie McMahon. CM Punk went into Triple H's office, and Stephanie's like, basically said, "I'm sorry about your loss, Punk. Even though you never really did beat Cena, nor did you win a Jimmy, but I'm sorry about what happened. But you know, bad things happen to everyone once," or something like that. She said something like that, and it kind of led more to this whole Kevin Nash thing, what's going to go on. And then we get on to the main event: Rey Mysterio and CM Punk. Rey Mysterio and Del Rio. I'm not into it right now. Rey Mysterio and Del Rio had a decent television match. It was a decent championship match, I should say. A good television match. I like the ending, how Del Rio won over clean Mysterio. And the way they were making this Raw was they were showing all the highlights when Rey won his first 3 titles. They were showing the Fatal 4-Way victory, the WrestleMania 22 victory, the last month July Raw victory, whatever date that was, the day after Money in the Bank victory. They were hyping it up where it was just like, oh my God, Rey Mysterio. And it made you think Rey's going to probably walk away. Because you guys noticed in the opening segment for Raw, Alberto Del Rio's WWE title, where that nameplate is, didn't have a name. And I don't know if this was just me assuming shit, but I thought, fuck, Del Rio ain't going to win this shit. They didn't even fucking bother put his name on the belt. Why would he win the title? So pretty much that's what I was thinking. Turns out I'm a fucking dumbass. Del Rio wins cleanly, which I liked at the reversal of the 619. Then afterwards attacks Rey Mysterio. And literally throughout this whole night, we did not see John Cena. John Cena was not present this whole night. The only thing we got to see of Cena was his symbol, which I don't even know what this means. I'm a Cena fan. I don't even know what the hell this means. And his locker room name. That's it. We didn't even know what the heck was going on. And Cena comes out running. He's like, you know, doing his warrior run, and he comes in and basically saves Rey from the beatdown and basically calls Del Rio a slumbag. He's all screaming on the mic. He's just saying that, you know, CM Punk was a rightful champion, but you're not. I just got out of one hell of a meeting, and Del Rio, your only destiny is John Cena kicking your damn ass. And that was into Raw. Raw, to me, if you guys want to give me my thoughts on Raw, any thoughts on Raw, God, I am out of it. Ow, that hurt. But anyways, it woke me up. My thoughts on Raw. The Raw this week was actually pretty good. It hinted some stuff maybe for Night of Champions. It hinted some new things happening. I forgot to mention Jack Swagger came up to Vicky Guerrero and actually said, Vicky, you should try to be my manager. He was kind of giving that hint that, hey, this could happen. And now John Cena and Del Rio might go into a feud. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw next week. And so for this Monday Night Raw gets a solid B+ from me. That's my opinion. I was entertained throughout. The matches were pretty solid. The only thing that was worthless was that stupid Miz promo. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching this video. Comment down below your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. Subscribe up above if you haven't. Follow me on Twitter. Add me on Skype. I almost said Facebook. And that's about it. So thank you all for watching. This is Chase Oliver 68, and I say peace.